Hello and welcome. This video will give you some more information on a really interesting feature of TA Smart, pump off detection. The pump off detection feature was added in 2024 and was actually a specific customer demand. Pump off detection is available for power control mode and flow control mode. It is available in DP control with TA Smart DP as well. Let's look at standard intelligent valve behavior in the case of pump off first and the necessity of this feature. Imagine the installation is a normal operation. For one reason or another, the pumps are switched off. This could be a power cut on the pump side. The result will of course be that the total flow in the installation and thus through the smart valve go to zero. All type of intelligent valves will start opening at this point to try to achieve the desired flow rate. Until 100% opening, and will wait in that position until the pumps are switched back on. When the pumps are switched on, the system is in complete unbalance. Getting back into a balanced situation will take several tenths of seconds, not minutes. Let's use a graph to visualize what this looks like. Flow in blue, valve position is the yellow line. The pump is switched off and as a reaction we see the valve opening. As the flow is not improving, the valve continues opening until it reaches the fully open position. When the pump switches back on, the valve needs to close again, trying to achieve the flow rate again. Let's rewind and look at this in more detail. The valve opens to 100%. The pump restarts at this given point. And as long as the valve didn't reposition, the circuit is in overflow, potentially inducing underflow in other branches. The time it takes to get back into position will depend on the relative position and control algorithms. We know that TA Smart is probably the quickest in its sort, but it could take around 40 to 50 seconds to reposition. A clear customer demand was to have this below 30 seconds. Let's look at the pump off detection now. The pump is switched off and as a reaction we see the valve opening. At this point we notice that the pump is off. The valve moves to the memorized position and waits there. When the pump restarts, the desired flow rate is reached nearly immediately. Let's look at the restart delay configuration option. When the flow is increasing after pump off detected, the TA Smart starts a timer. It starts a timer at the point where the flow increases above the minimum flow of the valve. The valve will remain in the waiting position or will remain in the pump off mode until it reaches the flow from before pump off, or when the timer is over. Imagine the available differential pressure has decreased because of other valves in the system opening during pump off, and then staying too long in the waiting position would lead to underflow. But some complex systems with longer startup time could ask for a longer delay. Ideally, this should be kept short. The configuration in high tune is straightforward. Make sure you are in flow control or power control mode. Navigate to General, Other Settings, Pump Off Detection. Switch on the pump off detection and configure the desired delay. Done. Let's look at the process in reality. Now be aware that this is only a demonstration on a simple demo unit. In reality, the hydronic systems are evidently way more complex. In reality, the time taken without the pump off detection to get back to the right flow will be significantly longer. Pay close attention to the valve positioning and the flow rate. The design flow rate is 750 liters per hour. Here is the point where I disable the pump. You see the flow going to zero and the valve reacting by fully opening. Let's put a timer on to check the difference in speed. We note a total of around 35 seconds to get to the desired flow rate again. Let's configure for pump off and see the difference. Notice the valve opening, but once it recognizes the pump off, it will signal the status, pump off detected, and go back to the waiting position. So let's put the pump back on and see the reaction time now with the pump off detected activated. Even when we stretch a bit, we come to only 15 seconds. But as you can tell, the difference is remarkable. The last step is to change the configuration for restart delay. We will demonstrate this in a separate video, so click next to see this information.